Once upon a time, a humble man was married to a stunningly beautiful woman. Their love was deep, their bond unshakable, and they never quarreled. The husband cherished his wife, and she adored him in return. Their happiness, however, did not go unnoticed. In the same village, a wealthy and handsome man lived nearby. The moment he saw the poor man's beautiful wife, desire filled his heart. "I must have her for myself," he thought. Every day, as the hard-working husband labored in the fields, the rich man visited the poor man's home. "You are a vision of beauty," he whispered to the wife, "but your clothes are worn and faded. Why doesn't your husband buy you fine dresses? Surely, if he truly loved you, he would adorn you in splendor. Leave him and marry me instead. I will clothe you in the most exquisite garments in the land. You will be the most admired woman in all of Ethiopia." At first, the woman paid him no mind, but the rich man was persistent, returning daily to repeat the same tempting words. Over time, doubts crept into her mind. "Perhaps he is right," she thought. "Why does my husband not buy me beautiful dresses? Maybe he does not love me as much as I believed." That evening, as her husband returned home, she confronted him. "Look at me, husband. My clothes are tattered and dull. I want something new and beautiful. Please buy me a fine dress." Her husband smiled tenderly. "My love, you are the most beautiful woman in the world to me. You do not need new clothes to be precious in my eyes." His words did not satisfy her. "If you love me, prove it. Buy me a new dress." The husband, who adored his wife, wished to make her happy. Though he had little money and needed a new plow for his work, he put her happiness first. The next day, he went to the market and bought the loveliest dress he could afford. He brought it home and presented it to her. Tears filled her eyes as she embraced him. "Thank you, my dear husband. Now I know you truly love me." The next time the rich man visited, she proudly showed off her new dress. "See? My husband loves me deeply. He bought me this beautiful garment." But the rich man was not discouraged. "A good husband does not stop at mere clothing," he said smoothly. "He gives his wife gold, necklaces, rings, treasures to prove his love. Where is your gold, dear lady? Has your husband given you any?" He then revealed a box filled with dazzling gold jewelry. "Divorce your husband and marry me, and all of this will be yours." The woman refused. "Go away. I love my husband, and he loves me. We are happy together." But the rich man was persistent. He came back every day, showing her the box of gold and whispering his honeyed words. Slowly, she began to wonder again. Why does my husband not buy me gold? Does he truly love me? That night, she refused to prepare dinner. When her husband returned, exhausted and hungry, she simply said, "There is no meal for you tonight. You do not love me." The husband was shocked. "But my dearest, you are everything to me. I love you more than anything." "Then why have you not given me gold?" she demanded. "If a man loves his wife, he proves it with golden gifts." Her husband was troubled. He had already spent his savings on her new dress. "I must find a way," he thought. "I will go to my brother and borrow money. I will do whatever it takes to make my wife happy." The next day, he visited his brother. "Lend me some money, and I will work in your fields to repay you." His brother agreed, warning, "You must work hard. My land is full of stones, and you must clear them all." The husband accepted the terms. With the money in hand, he purchased gold jewelry and brought it home. His wife was overjoyed. She placed the necklace around her neck and slipped the rings onto her fingers. "Look at me," she said. "Am I not beautiful?" "You are radiant," her husband said with a tired smile. "If you are happy, then I am happy." The next morning, he rose before dawn and hurried to his brother's field. "I must work diligently and repay my debt," he thought. Meanwhile, his wife, now content, prepared a grand dinner for him. He gives me such wonderful gifts and works so hard. I know he loves me. Then came a familiar voice. Are you home? It was the rich man. Ah, it's you, she said. You were wrong about my husband. He has given me gold jewelry. He loves me dearly, and I love him. I will never leave him. The rich man frowned. If I am to have her, I must be more cunning, he thought. Your husband has given you much, but can he perform miracles? He asked slyly. Miracles? The woman scoffed. Only God can perform miracles. No man can do that. Ah, but love can create miracles, the rich man insisted. If your husband truly loves you, he should be able to make miracles for you. If you love me, I will perform wonders beyond your imagination. She dismissed him, but his words lingered. Day after day he returned, repeating his promise. Eventually she began to believe him. That evening, she confronted her husband once more. You do not love me, she said sadly. What? Her husband cried. How can you say that? I have given you everything. You have not given me a miracle, she said. If you truly love me, perform a miracle for me. The husband was deeply troubled. That wicked man has filled my wife's head with foolishness. First, she wanted clothes, then gold, and now a miracle. What more can I do? The next day, he went to work, but his heart was heavy. He prayed, "O Lord, only you can help me now. Please show me a way to keep my wife and defeat this deceitful man." As he rested beneath a tree, a stranger appeared. Who are you? The poor man asked. I am a wizard, the man replied. I have a gift for you. He handed over 2 sticks. Touch someone with the first stick, and they will become a donkey. Use the second stick to turn them back. The poor man's heart leaped with joy. Thank you. With this, I will teach my enemy a lesson. That evening, he returned home. Wife, come. I will show you a miracle. Curious, she stepped forward. He touched her with the first stick, and instantly, she transformed into a donkey. Shocked, she brayed, Hee-haw! He quickly reversed the spell. Now you see, miracles do exist. Overjoyed, she embraced him. You truly love me. The next day, the rich man arrived once more. Well, has your husband performed a miracle? Yes, she said, and touched him with the stick. Instantly, he became a donkey. From then on, the donkey worked tirelessly, carrying loads for the poor man. Years passed, and the once poor man became wealthy. When the donkey grew old, the husband finally turned him back into a man. Go, he said. Never meddle in another man's marriage again. And so, the husband and wife lived happily ever after.